Hello and welcome to this edition of Akron Buzz. My name is Aaron Coleman, and we're here to talk a little bit about some exciting things going on with the Akron Summit County Public Library, as well as the Odom Boulevard branch of the library. And we're here talking with Rachel Tobias, the intermediate teen librarian, as well as the branch manager of the Odom Boulevard branch, Theresa Boware. Ladies, welcome.
Hello.
All right. It's good to have you guys. And here to talk a little bit about the importance of Black History Month to the community. We'll start with you, Theresa. You've been in the community here for a long time in Akron and with the Odom Boulevard branch. Just talk a little bit about the importance of Black History Month, what it means to not only the Vernon Odom community and the community in which you serve, but also the Akron community as a whole.
Oh, well, just in general with the world, with everything going on in our country, I think it's very important for us to be aware of our history and especially Black history, not just this month, but every month. But here at the Odom Boulevard branch, we serve a predominantly African-American community, and we wanted to welcome them with different programs. And just the Akron Summit County Public Library has a lot of different programs of interest promoting Black history and just views of Black leaders and trailblazers.
Absolutely. Now, switching over to you here, Rachel, talk a little bit about the month-long Readathon going on at the Odom Boulevard branch and what that all entails.
Sure. So what the Readathon is, it is basically set up like a tic-tac-toe board. So I have an example here. I don't know if it'll fully be able to be shown, but each block of the tic-tac-toe board has a little like prompt essentially. For example, a book with a Black male main character. And basically you read books that correspond and match each box. And also one book can count for multiple of the boxes. So you could essentially read one book that fills a whole tic-tac-toe. And once you get the tic-tac-toe, you get a prize.
Okay.
So it's running throughout the whole month. So it can still be done if not started yet. And we have one specifically for each age level that was made by each librarian that serves that age level. So the children's, teen, and adult. Additionally, I have a Zoom meeting discussion at the end of the month that is February 27th at 2 p.m., where we're going to wrap up the month and have a discussion about all the books that we read.
Okay. That sounds exciting. And talk to us about being the intermediate teen librarian and just the kinds of books that kids check out and everything as it relates to Black history. I know that there's a lot of projects going on at schools. I'm a teacher myself, in addition to being a multimedia host, and I have my students doing Black History Month projects. Talk to us a little bit about some of the books these kids are checking out.
With COVID, it's been a little different. We don't have as many kids coming into the library, but I know that historically bios have been huge. So in the teen collection as well, children's and adult, we have a pretty extensive collection of bios. And specifically, especially in the children's collection, we have a whole section of Black bios. And I know that that's something that the teachers assign pretty much every year regarding nonfiction. Fiction related, and it's very popular, especially amongst the teens, are graphic novels and comic books.
Okay.
I have one example here, which is Long Way Down, which was a novel which was adapted into a graphic novel by a Black author with a Black main character. And then this is, you see that it's the graphic novel adaptation. That is one of my squares on the Readathon. I've read the book. It's wonderful.
Nice.
And that is something that the teens especially are very interested in, is the graphic novel and comics. which we do have many by Black authors with Black main characters.
Awesome. And also there's a lot more going on in the month of February with the virtual escape room. Rachel, talk to us a little bit about that and share a little bit about that with some of our viewers.
Sure. So it was something that I created that I wanted to be informational, educational, but also fun and accessible. Who doesn't love solving clues to like get a reward at so I created this escape room that explores different figures throughout Black history, and each figure within the kind of bio of the figure has a clue that will eventually lead to the escape of the room. It is virtual, and you can access it through our akronlibrary.org. If you sign up for the event, I can send the link to whoever signs up for it.
Awesome. And information on anything as it relates to the Odom Boulevard branch or the Black History Month events and virtual events can be accessed on your website, correct?
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
All right. And question for you here, Theresa. How has the library adapted to the ever-changing world as it relates to COVID, and how does it serve the customers in the area, given that, things aren't as they used to be in terms of people checking materials out and that sort of thing? Just go over a little bit of that with us here.
Okay. Well, the library has adapted by putting a lot of our programs on virtually. Quite a few programs coming up through other branches. I know Kenmore tomorrow night from 6 to 7 p.m. There's going to be poetry as social activism. So that's something that is welcoming to our patrons, especially now with the COVID and with the weather. You can just log on online and join a virtual discussion. We also have a history of Motown next Wednesday at 6:30, and that's being promoted by our Ella branch. And again, it's just a way for our patrons to join in without having to come in physically. They can also go to akronlibrary.org and view some of our documentaries, nonfiction documentaries online through Hoopla or RB Digital.
Awesome. And Rachel, last question here for you. I know that every year has been different in terms of what you guys do with Black history and the young people, but this year with COVID and everything, just getting that word out, and forums such as these kind of help with that. But how have you gotten the word out in terms of trying to garner some people to join in these virtual events and that sort of thing as it comes to the Readathon and some of the escape room type activities?
Sure. Mostly we do have social media. We have an Odom branch, Instagram, Twitter. I have specifically an Odom branch teens Instagram where I post my kind of information, programs, books, etc. on, but also it's reaching out to our community kind of engagement organizations that we've worked with in the past to kind of get out what we have to the kids that they serve, as well as the schools too.
Awesome.
As much, yeah.
All right. And Theresa, website, phone number, any way that you could get in touch with the library to further inquire about some of these activities?
Sure. Yes, if you go to our website, akronlibrary.org, you can search for, again, like I talked about, the digital media, a way to reach us specifically here at the library at Odom is to give us a call. You can dial 643-4720, and we can send you out a readathon for adults as well as teens or children's. We can either email it to you, we could send it out to you via regular snail mail, however you like. But we would like participants.
Fantastic. Rachel Tobias, Theresa Boware of the Odom branch of the Akron Summit County Public Library. Thank you very much for joining me here this afternoon. We certainly appreciate it. Good luck to you with all of your events during Black History Month. We appreciate your time and thanks again.
Thank you.
And that was our interview with Rachel Tobias and Theresa Boware from the Odom branch of the Summit County Public Library. And you can access not only this, but all other great interviews on akronbuzz.com via social media, our new Roku channel, as well as akronbuzz.com. I'm Aaron Coleman. Thanks for watching.